Hi, what's up, Fit Fam? Alex here with Oak Strength. Joining me today, we have
Coach Lauren with Reaction Nutrition.
Yes, and we are about to walk you through an entire full body workout utilizing these sliders. Now, any piece of equipment you have at home that's going to slide easily on a hard surface, I want you to go ahead and pause this video right now. Grab that equipment. So again, it could be a towel, it could be a shirt. If you have these fancy dancy little sliders at home.
Frisbees, you know, whatever. Anything that slides.
Yes, that would be perfect. So grab it now. This will be the only piece of equipment that you need today, and a nice space, full body space is all we need. All right, let's get this party started. Here we go. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm gonna have Lauren, she's gonna come down to her knees. Now, if you have issues being down on your knees, you can also do this in the standing position as well, okay? Her starting position, she's gonna sit back in those heels. She's gonna hinge nicely at those hips. So in this hinge position, she's gonna open up, okay? So palms are facing in toward her. She's making that Y with her body, really squeezing that scapula at the top. This is just part of our warm-up. Now she's gonna come down, she's gonna open up and do a T. So these are called YPWs. She's creating that T, palms are facing out away from her, okay, nice neutral position. And then she's gonna come down, bringing her elbows in nice and tight to her waistline, and she's just gonna open up, creating that W with her body, okay? So we're gonna do it again, going into that Y position. She's gonna open up. Again, she's in that hip hinge position, which is perfect. She's now really warming up that core. Now she's gonna come down into that T without, yeah, perfect. In that nice T position here, and then she's gonna break it down into that W, bringing those elbows in nice and tight to her waistline, opening up, really working on that external rotation. Now she's gonna do it one more time. We're gonna do this 5 times total. Here's that Y, big, nice, yep, big squeeze at the top, perfect, and then come down into that W. Awesome. All right, she's got 2 more to go. Keep that hinge at those hips. Once again, feel free to stand if you need to, if those bother your knees, or grab a cushion, anything that you need at home to stabilize yourself and make yourself the most comfortable. All right, perfect. Yep, last one more. Big stretch. Break it down to that T. All right, and now she's gonna come down into that Y. Sorry, that W. Alex, get your alphabet right. All right, perfect. Okay, now what we're gonna do next, we're gonna go ahead and get into that plank position. So she's gonna plank for me. Yep, if you need to drop down to your knees, feel free to. Make sure you're in that solid straight line from your head to your shoulders, hips to your feet, or again, to your knees, whichever one you prefer, okay? Now, with this, she's gonna open up that right side, palms facing you. Yep, perfect, all the way to the ceiling. Notice her eyes are following her hand, and then she's gonna bring it back down to the starting position, all while bracing her core and squeezing her glutes. She's gonna open up to the opposing side. We're gonna do this 4 on each side, 8 total rotations, okay? So go ahead and join us. Once again, make sure your palms are directly underneath your shoulders, reaching to the ceiling. She's in a straight line from her hand to her shoulder to the hand that's in contact with the floor, following your hands to their eyes. With this, when you open up, I don't want this hand to come way back here. Stay in that nice straight line, okay? All right, she's gonna come back down. Yep. Once again, it's gonna be 8 total, 4 on each side. Good. Don't forget to squeeze your glutes. A lot of times when we're moving that upper body, we forget about our posterior chain or our entire lower half. I want you to focus on that full contraction with your core, your glutes. Turn everything on. We want everything to be firing here. What number are we on, Lauren?
S1.
Perfect. All right, from this position, I want you to go ahead and shift to the floor, bums on the floor, and we're gonna go into that bridge, okay? So feet hip width apart as always, driving all of your weight through both feet. Hands are gonna be flat on the floor as well. Lauren's gonna drive her hips up toward the ceiling, squeezing her butt and bracing her core as hard as she can, driving all of her body weight through both feet. You don't want those toes up. Your entire foot is in contact, that toe is really gripping the floor. Now bring it down. We're gonna go 10 total hip bridges. So all the way up, big squeeze, and bring it right back down. This is 3, 4. Good. Don't forget to brace your core. It could be an entire movement, full body movement here. Contracting almost every muscle in your body, not just those glutes. We're getting those hamstrings, your entire lower back, your core. Really turn everything on today. All right, perfect. Okay, now when it's gonna stand up, we're just gonna get nice and warm here. We're gonna go left arm over the chest, transitioning opposite side here. Again, we're just warming up. Let's go about 10 stretches with both arms. Once you've done 10, we're gonna go into that lunge position. We're gonna go pulsing lunges. So one foot's in front, one foot's in back. That split stance back heel is gonna stay up the whole time. We're gonna come down in that half lunge, right back up. We're gonna go 10 to the right, 10 to the left. Now if lunges are an issue for you, feel free to come into that squat. We're just gonna pulsing half squat here. Lauren's counting for me. Good. And switch sides. If lunges are not ideal for you, I want you to crank out 20 squats. Perfect. All right, guys. I want you to grab your sliders, grab your piece of equipment, towel, whatever it is that you have at home. Yes, perfect, and we're gonna get started, okay? All right, so first movement, we have a knee or full plank slider. What that's going to look like, Lauren's gonna kindly demo for us. That slider, that towel is gonna be on underneath both hands. Now, if you only have one towel, that's fine too. We're gonna move in unison. So, today's workout, it's gonna be all tempo based. You're gonna be following along with us. So the workout will be one-on-one. You and I, me and Lauren, are going to town on this, okay? Together. So either on your knees or in that full plank position. What she's going to do, she's here again in that 90-degree angle from hip to knee to those heels. And then of course, hip to shoulder to hand. She's gonna come out, fully extend as far as she can. For today's workout, we're gonna go about 5 seconds on the way out. As far as she can without breaking, she's gonna hold for 1 second. Then she's gonna pull it right back in. Now, if you can only go about halfway right here, that's fine too, okay? You don't have to come all the way out, but I want you to keep tempo with us. So we count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we get to 1, you should be in that end range position and then right back in, okay? So for that second movement, we're gonna stand up, we're gonna go pulsing squats. So feet hip width apart. Make sure those knees are coming out. We're gonna come all the way down to that half squat position, about 90 degrees. We're only going to move about 2 to 3 inches up and 2 to 3 inches down. So you should not be standing in a full top range position. We're just gonna stay here that whole time. There's that pulsing squat, okay? Once again, you are gonna be moving with us, so don't worry about total reps, don't worry about the time. We'll walk you through the entire thing, okay? Now, next movement, 3-point sliders. What that's gonna look like, same position as that knee plank slider, or again, you can come to both feet or your knees, whichever you prefer. What we're gonna do, she's gonna come out right in front of her. There's point 1, back to center. She's gonna go laterally, there's point 2, and then back to center. And then she's gonna bring that slider right behind her, that's point 3, back to the starting position. Then she's gonna transition to the other side. Point 1, point 2, to point 3. Beautiful. That's your 3-point slider. Once again, if you need to drop down those knees, feel free to do so, okay? Next movement, flutter kicks. We're gonna go into that supine position. She's gonna lay flat on her back. Hands are gonna be in contact with the floor. Head is nice and relaxed. Legs are gonna come up. Here's her starting position, okay? Now our feet aren't going to be this high off the ground, but this is where we know our lower back stays in contact with the floor, and that's what we want the whole time. The second the lower back comes up off the floor, you're no longer engaging your core. So slight soft bend in those knees. Yep, and we're gonna come down as far as you can. Not where it hurts, but where it feels, we're really working that core. That's what I want it to, where you should be feeling it is in that core. That torso, lower back should not come up off the floor. From here, she's gonna hit those flutter kicks, okay? Just like that. Now I know at home, you may wanna come down as far as you can, but the moment you come down super duper far, we're no longer engaging your core. So if that lower back comes up off the floor at any point in time, if I can fit my hand, or you can fit your hand between you and the floor, the core is disengaged. We don't want that, okay? Flutter kicks, now we're going hamstring curls with those sliders, okay? Taking those sliders, we're gonna place them right underneath our heels. Toes can come up at this point, okay? Hands are gonna be in contact with the floor, bracing the floor. This is her starting position. Your legs should not be out here to start, okay? We do not want that. We're gonna bring them in nice and tight. Good, hips all the way up to the ceiling. Now, you can go single leg, or you can do both legs at the same time. Just to start, she's gonna keep one leg in contact with one leg in that neutral starting position, and she's gonna kick one leg out, and then bring it back in. We're gonna alternate each side. Really bracing your core, utilizing this glute that's steady on the floor, and then that hamstring, the opposing hamstring during the sliding position, okay? Now, if you're feeling a little feisty with it, you wanna be adventurous, bring both legs out, right back in, or to make things a little bit more aggressive, kick one foot out. Yep, there it is. Yes, so we'll make sure we're warming those hamstrings up too, so feel free if you need to pause this video Make sure that posterior chain is nice and is firing. Feel free to do so, but we're gonna go ahead and roll right into it. So first movement, guys, knee plank sliders. We're gonna get into that position. So we're in that kneeling position here. You're going to be moving with Lauren and I. Here we are. Make sure you're in that. You can sink back in those heels if you need to get set and come right into that kneeling position. We're gonna come out as far as we can. We're gonna count 5 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 1. Right back in. Pause for 1. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it right back in. Perfect. That's 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Bring it right back in. And out. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's 4. Hold. Right back in. One more, everybody. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5. And right back in. All right, perfect. We're going right into those pulsing squats, everybody. Get ready for it. Starting position, feet hip width apart, driving those knees out. Come down, half squat, and we're pulsing it out. Once again, don't worry about the count. Don't worry about that rep range. We're just here moving with you. Crank them out. You don't want to stand too tall. Don't lock it out. And you don't want to sit down with it. We're hanging out here. Nice work, guys. Watch that core so you don't get sloppy in the bottom. Perfect. You got this. Right after these pulsing half squats, we're going right into those 3-point sliders. Hold it. Chest up. Eyes are forward. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, quick recovery. We're going into those 3-point sliders. So remember that starting position. Either getting into that plank. Or dropping down to those knees. Totally up to you and whatever you want to do, okay? So we're gonna come out, forward, back to center. Then we're moving laterally, back to center, right behind you, back to center. Now alternate, forward, back to center, laterally, back to center, backward. There we go. Switch it up. Stay with me here. Now if I lose you, you need to take a break, then get right back into it. Brace your core, squeeze your glutes. You don't want that lower back to dip. Keep it tight. Good. We're going 2 more on each side, guys. Stay with me. Forward, back to center, lateral, back to center, right behind us. Forward. All right, last one. Back to center, lateral. Beautiful. And recover. All right, we're going right into those flutter kicks here. So remember that perfect positioning with Lauren earlier. Lower back is in contact with the floor. Starting position, legs are up, hands in contact with the floor. We're gonna drop it down. Make sure the lower back stays in contact, and we're gonna flutter kick here. Alternate here. That active recovery, if you need a breather, either bring those feet all the way down or hold them up here. There's more of that recovery. You don't want to bring your feet all the way down to the floor to try to flutter kick. Remember, lower back stays glued. Keep your core engaged. Breathe through it, guys. Here we go. We're almost there. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Come on. If I could do it, you guys could do it. Keep crushing it. You got about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, so we're going to those hamstring curls. So grab your towel, whatever piece of equipment you have at home. We're gonna hit it from here. So again, whichever one you feel most comfortable with, either a single leg, bring one leg up, or both legs, totally up to you. We're getting ready to start here momentarily. Starting position, hands in contact with the floor. Feet in contact or close to those glutes. Hips up. All right, we're gonna come out. 3 seconds on the way out. 3, 2, 1. Pause for 1. Right back in. Out. 3, 2, 1. Pause for 1. Right back in. 3, 2, 3. Good. Bring it right back in. You guys have got this. You got about 30 more seconds. Keep that core engaged. Squeeze those glutes. Pull it back in. Once again, feel free to take a breather if you need it. Don't let those hips dip. If you can't go out all the way, that's okay. If you need to stop early, and bring it right back in. About 10 more seconds. Hang with me. Lauren, you are crushing it. 3, 2, 1, recover. All right, round 1 complete. Nice work. All right, it's awesome. One more round, guys. We're gonna go right into that knee plank slider once again. So, plank position. Take that breather, grab a quick swig of water if you need to. All right, we're gonna come out. The higher, when your knees are off the ground, it's gonna make it harder. If you need to, walk those knees back a little bit or those hands forward. You don't want your body weight shifted back on those heels. The more it's shifted backward, the easier it's going to be. Make sure we're in that nice position here where you really feel like core engaged. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go 5 seconds on the way out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right back in. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Right back in. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 4. Last one, everybody. 3, 2, and 5. Right back in. All right, nice work. Going right into those pulsing squats. All right. Feet hip width apart, shoulders roll down and back. Here we go. Let's pulse it out. Don't let your knees fold in. If you guys have a band at home, you can put it around those wrists, pull that band apart. You can even grab that band at home and put it around those knees, either above or below your knees. Make sure those knees are staying driving out and away. Really turn that posterior chain on. You guys have got this. You got about 20 more seconds. Breathe with me. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Slowly exhale out your mouth. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic job. All right, we're going right into those 3-point sliders again. You want to face me? Opposite. Yeah. All right, plank position. If you need to, drop down to those knees. Whatever makes you feel a little more comfortable, feel free to do so. Coming out, back to center, lateral, back to center, posterior, back to center, forward, center, lateral, center, right behind you. Awesome. Stay with me. Forward, back to center, lateral, back to center, backward, back to center, forward, center, lateral, center, backward, center, forward, back to center, lateral, and one more each side, guys. Forward, back to center, lateral, center, backward, center. You guys keep it up. Last one, and recover. Flutter kicks. Supine position. Make sure we're set up correctly here. Legs are extended, nice soft bend in the knees. We're gonna bring it down, and we're kicking here. Belly button driving toward the floor. If you need to, shoulder blades up off the floor to get a little bit more. Shoulder blades up off the floor to get a little bit more of that crunch. Totally up to you. Just make sure we're not cranking on that cervical spine. We got about 10 seconds. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, last one, guys. We got those hamstring curls. Starting position, remember, heels are close to those glutes. Laying in that supine position, we're on our back, hands flat to the floor, hips all the way up. We're gonna go 5 seconds this round on the way out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in, get explosive with it. Don't let those hips drop. 3, 2, 2. Right back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Right back in. 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Right back in. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5. 3 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 6. That tempo is so important, so don't just fly through these. Good. 7. Last one. Hips up. 3, 2, 8. Good. And recover. All right, Fit Fam, that is a wrap. Fantastic job. Lauren, way to crush it. All right, guys, Lauren and I are gonna walk you through a quick cool down, and then you guys be free to go. Here we go. All right, so that cool down, we're gonna just go ahead and take a seat here. First, we'll stay in this position. I want you to go ahead and kick that right foot forward, left foot in the groin. We're gonna left hand, right foot on the outside of that right foot. Reach as far as you can. If you can't come to that foot, that's okay. I want you to come about mid-calf. And if that's a little aggressive for you, come as far as you can. Just keep that leg in contact with the floor. All right, after a day like today, those hamstrings are gonna be pretty tight, which is a pretty awesome feeling. Go ahead and switch. Considering limited equipment, but guys, there's so much that we can do at home with the equipment that we do have. Again, with something as simple as a Frisbee or a towel, it really goes a long way. All right, and recover. We're gonna bring both feet in. Shoulders roll down and back. I want you to take that right ear, drop it down to the right shoulder. Let's go hang out here for a couple of moments. And I want you to rotate that head forward. And I want you to hang out in this forward position. Left ear, left shoulder. We're gonna do it one more time around. Rotate that head forward. Right ear, right shoulder. And one last time. We're rotating forward. And then we're gonna rotate left ear, left shoulder. All right, beautiful work. We're gonna go ahead and stand up. If you have a wall at home or maybe partner at home that you can help you with this stretch, we're gonna just stretch your chest out, okay? So Lauren's gonna bring your arm up 90, let's go 90 degrees. So we're gonna face the camera. So we're gonna go 90 degrees here, bend the elbow for me. Yep, and we're just gonna open up. So if she had a wall, the wall will be in place right here where my hand is, and she's going to push against that wall, let her body pull forward. Yes, there we go, get a nice stretch in her chest. We're gonna hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now with this, don't get crazy with it. Don't hurt yourself. It's almost like that good pain that you should feel first for stretch, but not pain, like bad pain. Good, and relax. We're gonna transition to the other side. Now, you do have a partner at home, both you and your partner that's taking this workout with you can do the exact same stretch with one another, just leaning the opposite direction. All right, beautiful. We're gonna stretch out those hamstrings. So Lauren's gonna kick her right foot forward, right toe toward the ceiling, shoot your hips back. Good. And if you can reach toward that toe, reach toward the toe, or just hang out here. And transition to the other side. Stand tall with this, everybody. Don't round those shoulders forward, so I don't wanna see any of that. Yep, stand tall from the waist up, shoulders roll down and back, puff out that chest. Beautiful. Now Lauren should feel this in that left side. You really just shouldn't be feeling much of a stretch on the right side. So whichever leg is extended, that's going to be the side that you feel it the most. That posterior chain right in the back of those legs. Okay. All right, everybody, that is a wrap. Fantastic work.